Got this the Snow Serpent I just unwhite or unyellowed, I mean to say. He is really tight, and I'm pretty sure the O-ring in there is much too big and it's stiff for him. Should be able to pull him apart like my nicer one here. So I'll just give him a quick check. This one probably needs to be replaced at some point too. He's a little loose, but not torn. But this one I can tell somebody replaced it with the wrong O-ring size. Sheesh. Yeah, this O-ring is ridiculously too big. That thing's huge. That's so big, I'm actually a little worried about getting the crotch up and over it. I may have to just cut it. I've never seen someone use something that big before. That can cause havoc on the back because it, all rests on that pivot. I happen to have some scissors, so that's getting cut. I've never seen somebody try to use that. There we go. So then you get the crotch apart, of course. There's like 1,000 YouTube videos of the same thing. Like all these guys changing O-rings. It's really common to see. Wow. They normally aren't this hard to get apart. Wonder if it's just the shape of his legs. I really don't want to break the crotch. It's really rare to have to pull this hard. Man, that is not normal. I also wonder if he has a replacement T-bar on this. But anyway, the way it should look, there's a ball joint head with the pegs, and then he's also got the trapezoid arms instead of the pucks. The swivel joint head and the puck arms, they kind of look the same. Looks like a puck under his head and a puck under there, like Snow Job as a Snowy, for instance. He has a swivel head, so he doesn't. So this one, I would use the thinner O-rings like these and not the thicker ones like I will on this Snow Serpent, because they'll rub on the inside of his back. Put him back here. You can see, I mean, this is crazy. I'm actually really glad I caught this, because this could have damaged the figure with time, leaving that other O-ring on. Look at the thickness difference here. It's the one that wasn't supposed to be on it versus what should be on it. I mean, it's like almost 3 times thicker. It's like a crazy difference. So there's some different schools of thought stretching these out. Like you can use scissors. I don't really have very big scissors here, but you can kind of break them in a little bit first. I personally don't think that matters much, but I don't know about this hook. This T-bar is just weird looking to me. But let's see if I can get this back on. So the trick, this is actually the hardest part, is kind of pinching this to get this seated up over, and then you gotta pull the O-ring up and through and kind of hold it there while you very carefully get the crotch back over the T-bar. But I have actually never had a single figure fight me like this. This is kind of an interesting example. There we go. Okay, should be fine from that point forward. It's just really tight crotch on the plastic. And then this one, for some reason, his little screw never came out. But yeah, you just do back first. And where you don't want to use the thinner ones, why they work better on the others is because it has such a nice symbol, is if the puck arms are in there, the puck will rub on that O-ring if it's the thicker style O-ring, and I obviously don't want that. So I mean, if you're trying to slow down an arm, I guess in theory, or if you're barely ever going to change the pose of a figure, it's not going to hurt it to have rubber touching it, but it probably is most likely going to prematurely wear it out. Whereas with all the ball joint, more modern, like post 85 guys, they're fine. So what I do is I put the head in the chest so that the arms can rest with gravity in there, and then you kind of just smash it down. It seems to work every time. This is loose for now, but it won't be like that once you tighten up the screw. It'll put the pressure on the back and the front. And you just kind of got to go finger tight and be real careful at the end so the arms tighten up, the head's nice and snug, stays where you position it, and I can actually move him now. So yeah, that was in dire need of an O-ring swap to get the right one in there. I just can't even believe that someone put that in there. It's an effort to sell a figure, I guess. He actually came in a lot, a really small lot I bought with like 3 figs, but